Greetings students, with class 8 we are discussing chapter 2 of geography, soil, water, then natural vegetation and wildlife. So now I'm going to discuss one activity which is given in your book. So this is a picture. See A and B, two pictures are given here. So what is the activity? In this activity you have to do, take two trays A and B of same size. Make 6 holes at one end of these trays and then fill them with the same amount of soil. Leave the soil in tray a bare while sow wheat or rice grains in tray B. When the grain in tray B has grown a few centimeters high, place both the trays in such a way that they are on a slope. Pour 1 mug of water from the same height into each tray. Collect the muddy water that trickles down the holes of both trays in two separate containers and compare how much soil is washed out of each tray. Now see the figure. Picture A and picture B. But see, when there is vegetation or some kind of plants in the tray in which we have grown wheat or rice, if we see the soil in that mug, so there will be less soil. Why? Because the roots of the plants, they capture the soil and doesn't allow it to wash away. On the other hand, the tray in which we have put just soil only, then the whole soil will be washed away. Why? Because there will be no check or no such kind of cover or grip in that soil. Next we are going to discuss water. Water is a vital renewable resource, natural resource. 3/4 of the earth's surface is covered with water. Please underline this line. 3/4 of the earth's surface is covered with water. It is therefore appropriately called the water planet. Why it is called water planet? Because the maximum part of the earth is covered with water. It was in the primitive oceans that life began almost 3.5 billion years back. Even today, the oceans cover 2/3 of the earth's surface and support a rich variety of plant and animal life. So we know that there is aquatic life and a sort of plant and animal life is present in the oceans also. The ocean water is, however, slime and not fit for human consumption. Fresh water occurs for only about 2.7%. Please underline this one also. Fresh water accounts for only about 2.7%. Nearly 70% of this occurs as ice sheets and glaciers in Antarctica, Greenland, and mountain regions. Means out of this 2.7%, 70% is captured in the ice sheets. Due to their location, they are inaccessible. Only 1% of fresh water is available and fit for human use. It is found as groundwater, as surface water in rivers and lakes, and as water vapor in the atmosphere. So we have about 1% fresh water. Fresh water is therefore the most precious substance on earth. Water can neither be added nor subtracted from the earth. Its total volume remains constant. Its abundance only seems to vary because it is in constant motion, cycling through the oceans the air, the land, and back again through the processes of evaporation, precipitation, and runoff. This, as you know, already know, is referred to as the water cycle. So, this we know that rainwater uh, comes on the earth and it goes to the rivers, then again in oceans. From these water bodies water evaporates and then goes to the atmosphere, then again it comes back on the earth in the form of water, rainwater. So in this way, this process continues, and this process or this cycle of water from one sphere to another is called water cycle. So do you know, see, in 1975, the consumption of water for human use was 3,850 cubic kilometer per year. It soared to more than 6,000 cubic kilometer per year in the year 2000. Means now we are consuming approximately double of the amount of water. Then a dripping tap wastes 1200 liter of water in a year. See, it seems a very pity thing that the water is dripping from a tap, means one drop each. So it, if we add one drop each for 1 year, then it will become 1200 liter. See, such a big amount. So these no, you have to note down these points because you can have to do these in the form of question answers in your exams. Next, now, human use amount of water not only for drinking and washing but also in process of production. Water for irrigation, industries generating electricity through reservoirs of dams are the other uses. Yes, we can't survive without water. Water is we use for drinking, for other domestic work, for washing, but in irrigation also for irrigation purpose, because these days we use pesticides, chemical fertilizers, and the more chemical fertilizers we use, we need more irrigation. So there is more consumption of water. So water is also used in industries, then generating electricity. That we also know that a reservoir is formed on a river by retarding the natural flow of the river, and then electricity is uh, produced. Then increasing population, rising demand for food and cash crops, increasing urbanization and rising standards of living are the major factors leading to shortages in supply of fresh water, either due to drying up of water resources or water pollution. Please underline these. These are the causes of overutilization of water: increasing population, then rising demands for food and cash crops, next increasing urbanization, next rising standards of living. These are some of the factors that leads to the shortage of water, fresh water. Because as the population grows, we need more water. For more uh, population, we need more food grains. For more food grains, we need to more uh, chemical or modern inputs. More modern input means more irrigation. So in this way the water is overused. Okay, so these are some of the major threats to the supply of water. Now the problems of water availability. There is scarcity of water in many regions of the world. Most of Africa, West Asia, South Asia, parts of Western USA, Northwest Mexico, parts of South America, and entire Australia are facing shortages in fresh water supply. Countries located in climatic zones most susceptible to droughts face great problems of water scarcity. Thus, shortage may be a consequence of variation in seasonal or annual precipitation or The scarcity is caused by overexploitation and contamination of water sources. So, see, why we face this water scarcity or the problem of less water due to there may be variation in annual precipitation, means sometimes maybe no rainfall or very less rainfall, or there may be over exploitation as we have discussed in irrigation, in industries, so for domestic purpose even, and then contamination of water sources by the industries by dumping domestic waste in the water resources. So these are some of the causes. So this is all for today, and if you have any question or query, discuss with me in the class tomorrow. Have a good day.